Hey y'all, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel, TammyTalks here. Let's talk Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 7, Episode 14, Shakeups and Makeups. If you're brand new to my channel, I do breakdowns on various TV shows, scripted and reality, interjecting my own thoughts, opinions, and theories into each and every recap. So, if you rock with that, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, thumbs up the video, hop in the comment section, all that good stuff, alright? So the episode picks back up right where the last one left off with Charisse and Karen going back and forth, shaking the table, banging on the table, screaming, doing a whole lot of nothing but being loud. All right. So Karen tells Charisse, "You've been asking for it, now I'm gonna give it to you." In regards to Charisse wanting to know, why are you avoiding me? Why aren't we cool anymore? Whatever the case. Unpopular opinion, a lot of this could have really been avoided and resolved if Karen would have just been an adult about this and just told Charisse, "I don't rock with you because I felt that you were disingenuous when it came to you showing up to my mother's funeral. For that reason, I don't want to rock with you." That's literally all Karen had to do. But Karen knows, I think Charisse low-key does have dirt on Karen, and that's why Karen don't want to F with her no more. So Karen is screaming that she wants Charisse to keep her mother's name out her mouth. Now, even though Giselle is being messy by interjecting, what she's interjecting is real. She didn't say anything about your mother. Karen, you brought up your mama. You brought up your mother. And I know y'all like to act like Karen is untouchable, but Karen is wrong in this situation. Karen is wrong in this entire situation and argument. So Robin said that Karen has been lying this entire time, saying that her and Charisse were good, when in fact they weren't. So Karen feels that Charisse was disingenuous because when Charisse came to her mother's funeral, she poked her head into the family limo to let Karen know she was there. Karen said that she wanted to make sure that she knew she was there. If you're truly there for somebody, you're not gonna like blast her or whatever. Okay, I can see both arguments in that, but I also like, don't poke your head into the family car, but I also don't think it's like the end of the world, biggest issue in the world either. So Cherie said that she went out of the goodness of her own heart because nobody else from the show came. None of Karen's other friends came. So she said that she doesn't understand why Karen is making it seem as if it wasn't from a genuine place. So that's when Robin brings up the whole, "You've been lying this whole time by saying y'all are good when y'all are really not." And Karen is like, "No, we really are. I just, I'm past that part in my life, whatever the case." Karen is talking in circles. Whether y'all are going to admit it or not, Karen is talking in circles in regards to this. So Charisse then brings up something about Karen's friends having to get her out of rehab. So Charisse said in her confessional that Karen went to rehab in Florida a couple of years ago. Her friends went and got her out of it, and then they went to go party. So Charisse said that Karen was effing a man that was also married. Now, I don't know if that's Blue Eyes or somebody else. So Giselle said that I guess the shaman did not work because or that the shaman did work because Karen and Giselle actually communicated. So Candice brings up, okay, well, in the spirit of communication, what about Jacqueline and Mia? Jacqueline said, "We're not going to have this conversation in front of everybody. Y'all are Mia's friends. I don't know y'all. I don't want to have this conversation." Mia, on the other hand, it's like, "Well, I just want to be on a trip with adults and be an adult and not feel like I have to be responsible for someone else." The Mia Jacqueline stuff is going to bother me. The Mia Jacqueline shit is going to bother me because here's the thing, Mia. If you have a problem with watching her kids and doing all this other stuff for her, then stop doing it. Then stop doing it. If you feel that she is being enabled in any type of way or capacity, it's because you are doing it. Nobody else but you. So if you don't want to do it no more, then don't do it. But we don't want to keep hearing about this and you acting like it's so taxing for you when you've been doing it all this time before. So Ashley wants everybody to do yoga. Nope. Let me skipped ahead. So we see Candice, Wendy, and Ashley are down in the bar hanging out because, the night is young. Mia and Jacqueline go up to her room. Mia's being very curt, very rude. So Jacqueline says she does not like the accusation that she has slept with married men because it felt like Mia was insinuating that she slept with Gordon. I didn't get that insinuation from there. Nonetheless, Jacqueline felt that. So that kind of tells me that Jacqueline did sleep with Gordon at one point in time because a hurt dog will do what? Holler, right? So Mia was like, what did I lie about? Because you have slept with married men. Jacqueline is taken aback by that. So then Jacqueline is like, was Gordon not married when y'all got together? Mia was like, no, he was. But see, I've owned that. I've admitted that. I'm okay with that. Jacqueline then calls her the most disgusting human being on the planet. I've seen some people say that they think Mia and Jacqueline are just, creating this ruse so that they can get a storyline without having to have a real storyline so they can stay on the show for another season. I don't get that. That seems like a very, very genuine argument. Jacqueline seems very, very hurt and upset by everything that has happened. So the next morning, Ashley wants everybody to do some hot yoga in the sun. Wendy, Karen, Robin, Candice, and Charisse don't want to do it. So it ends up being Giselle, Jacqueline, and Mia. It looks like a whole lot of whatever going on. Candice and Karen are sitting over to the side. Karen said that last night proved that Charisse was not genuine and she was right to not trust her. It didn't prove that at all, though. And again, I know that y'all feel like Karen is the grand dame and everything Karen says is Bible. Karen made herself look stupid that night, though. Truth be told. So they get on the bus and Karen is once again asking Robin why she isn't wearing her veil. And I think Ashley and Robin and somebody else was like, we told you that, like, it blew off. So Karen was like, oh, okay, so when's the wedding date? Or did Juan see you in it? Did that prompt him to set a date? Robin said, we have a date. But it's none of your business because nobody is invited. So Karen is like, well, how will I send you a gift? Am I the only person on the planet that watches this show that just does not care if Robin and Juan get married? I don't see why it's such a topic of discussion. I just don't. Because let's be real. It's not like Robin and Juan are using it as a storyline. People are making it their storyline. Robin's not running around talking about, aside from the prenup conversation, Robin's not running around using it as her storyline. If anything, it's Karen asking about it constantly. And then being in her confessional, being super shady about it behind her back when there's nothing that she's going to say in front of her face. So they get to the cenote and everyone's complaining about the mosquitoes and all that kind of stuff, but everybody gets in the water aside from Candice and Karen. So after they're in the cenote, which is supposed to be cleansing and feel, you're supposed to feel different energy from it, they go to the restaurant to eat. So Ashley asked if everyone feels cleansed and in a good place. Robin said that there are still some pockets, within the group that need some cleansing. So Karen then asked, how are things with Candice and Ashley? And this is the most mature conversation we have ever seen on this show. Probably on any housewife show. So Ashley said that she brought Deborah so that Candice could hear from the source the allegations. Because if it was her, she would definitely want to know what Michael has been doing. Candice said very calmly, very clearly, very directly, you just got out of a toxic relationship that had trust issues. So you feel the need to want to know, and you're used to wanting to run up behind and find out every single person and woman that was trying to talk to your man. She says she does not feel the need to do that because she knows her husband and she trusts her husband. And that's all she needs at the end of the day. She hopes that Ashley gets to a point where she is in a relationship where she too can have that same safety and security. In a nutshell, that is what Candice told her. Ashley then apologizes because she said she now understands how she would deal with something. It's not how Candice would deal with something. She wasn't trying to be harmful. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. But okay. So Candice said that she does not know how to move forward with Ashley now because she doesn't know if she's being genuine about anything. And she feels that Candice is really just, she feels that Ashley can't be trusted. Ashley then admits that she is harboring some resentment towards Candice for how insensitive she was during the hard times in her life. So we know that Candice did a lot of like low key hating or very high key hating when Ashley was trying to get pregnant, when she talked about her miscarriage at Monique's house, and like she was kind of an ass to her about it. So Ashley just kind of feels like you never once apologized for like you're now going through this yourself, and you never apologized for how insensitive you were when I was going through what I was going through. Candice didn't apologize. So they decide, Wendy actually speaks up and it's like, why don't we just move forward? Can y'all move forward and leave the past in the past? And then let's not even worry about any of that again. So we get back to the hotel and we get them off the mic, but production is still rolling, I guess. And Ashley tells Charisse that she is proud of her for how she stood up to Karen. And I am too. Charisse is in her confessional and she said that Karen has never been a good friend. And everybody knows that, but she thought she would be able to convert her over to one. You can't. You can't change somebody. So now we're at dinner, and Ashley once again asks Robin about the wedding. Like, who the fuck cares? Why do y'all care? Why do y'all care if she's shaking up with wine? Why do y'all care if they're married? Well, I just don't understand why anybody cares. So Robin said that she doesn't even know if she wants or needs a wedding, and everybody's looking like, ooh, and she's like, in the traditional sense. She said that they are going to be having a private ceremony just with their kids. They are going to be going to Jamaica because her brother-in-law is getting married, and because her brother-in-law's getting married. So they're going to be down there. They're going to get married in a private ceremony just the four of them. The day after, they've already hired somebody to do the guy's suits and tuxes. And again, Karen is in her confessional. That's bullshit. Who cares? And it's like, Karen, why are you so obsessed with this? It's low-key weird. We don't see anybody else asking about this wedding but Karen. It's like, it's low-key Karen's storyline. So they want to plan a bachelorette party, and Giselle was like, I got to get Robin's approval for that. If Robin wants a bachelorette party, then we'll have a party. Robin don't want one, but she reluctantly agrees. Giselle then decides to bring up how she felt after Karen and Charisse's blow up the night before. She said she felt that Charisse's character was assassinated, and she has only known her to be honest and amazing. She said that, let's, quiet as it's kept, Charisse is the real queen of Potomac. Here's the thing with that. Giselle's being super messy for bringing it up, but it is a conversation that should be had because we have seen so many times on this cast where everybody's stuff get brought up the next day, but it does feel like they feel like Karen is untouchable, and Karen feels like she's untouchable, and nobody should be questioning her about anything. Or the while Karen talks the most shit about people in her confessionals. So Karen said that because it involves her, we can stop. Let's stop the conversation right now. There's nothing else to discuss about it. So Giselle is like, you don't get to dictate who talks about what. So then Robin pipes up and said that everybody else gets held to the fire, which is true. And she wants to know why Karen feels that she's off limits. And Karen was like, I don't. And Giselle was like, but you literally just said that. Karen said, no, well, you guys will be talking to a dead wall because I don't want to be involved in it. See, unpopular opinion, low key, Karen knows that what she did was wrong. Karen knows that she overreacted. Karen knows that Charisse has some dirt on her, and Karen knows that if she goes a little bit too far, Charisse is gonna put her shit on front street. So Robin has said that what happened last night is contradictory of the woman and the person that Karen portrays herself to be. And I saw some people feeling like that was kind of bullshit. But what Robin means by that is Karen likes to hold herself up in the highest esteem. Karen likes to make it seem as if she is just so above this and she's so prim and proper. But yeah, you were the main one being loud and ghetto at that table last night. So she feels that it is wrong to discredit Charisse for showing up for her, and I agree too. I agree too. So Karen said that she doesn't want them talking about her mother, and they're like, "We're not talking about your mother. We're talking about Charisse." But Karen said that her grief is her mother. So Robin is like, well, Karen does this and she deflects about it. She uses the guise of, it's my husband, it's my kids, it's my mother, so that she can deflect from having the real conversations. And that's true. Karen knows she was fucking wrong in that situation. Karen is wrong. I'm sorry, but Karen is wrong. I think it's shitty for somebody to go out of their way to go see. Like, I think, was it Giselle that said it the night before? Like, nobody's going to drive 4 hours out the way where there is no cameras or anything to try to, prove a point or do stunts and giggles for you. That is a person that is trying to honestly and truly be there for you. Again, there is something that is deeper than we know, and that Karen will probably never admit, if there even is a real reason as to why she don't like Charisse. So Charisse said that she personally doesn't look at anyone who reaches out to her during grief as them having an ulterior motive. She said that she lost her mom, she lost 3 of her brothers, and she's lost her dad, all while, I guess she lost her brothers and her mom while she was putting together this show and putting together this friend group for the show. And she said that she didn't look at anybody funny if they extended, condolences to her. Karen would say, well, I wasn't on your radar. Charisse said, yeah, because I didn't know you. You happened to be sitting at my table. People thought that you knew me, and that's how we all got associated together. So Robin has said that one day people are going to see Karen for who she really is, and that's a bullshitter. And like I said, y'all don't want to admit it because y'all like to be so hyper focused on Giselle and Robin are trash when y'all are missing everybody else's downfalls and all the other bullshit that everybody else is doing. Karen is not above reproach. She is not. So Karen is like, well, Karen was like, well, no one's going to see that because I'm not a bullshit or blah, blah, blah. And they're going back and forth. And then Karen finally just is like, I'm sorry to the table for whatever. Candice then is like, this is triggering. It's just like, apologize to the table, but not the person that got the margarita thrown on them. Because Robin is like, so you're going to apologize to everybody but Charisse. And Giselle is like, what? So she's asking Karen what is triggering, and just Candice says, well, this is the same scenario where Mia apologized to everybody but Wendy, and she's the one that got the drink thrown on her. Mia then said, well, I'm not sorry for what I did. Wendy said, you're not sorry that you assaulted me. So then we have a back and forth on what is assault. Assault is when you put your hands on somebody unprovoked, unannounced, unallowed, whatever. Wendy said, I did not give you permission to put your hands on me. So then Mia was like, well, you started it and you did affirmation of character. So then it becomes, do you not remember how the series of events went? Right? So Mia said that she was being a friend to Wendy by telling her what she heard. Wendy said, you don't know nothing about friendship when you can't even be a friend of somebody you've known for 30 years. I said, damn. Gotcha. So Mia's then saying that Wendy called Gordon gay, and she was like, no, I didn't. I said you sleep with men and women. She said, how do you know that I didn't mean that you were the one sleeping with the men? If that's what you took away from that, that's what's on your mind. So now we're going back and forth about semantics, right? So Mia said that fine. I should not have thrown a drink on you. And it's a very dry, tacky, condescending apology. So Wendy calls her a gutter ass bitch and then tells her, I let you get away with it once. It will not happen again. Do not try it again. I only didn't throw a drink on you back because I got real shit to lose. So then Mia is like, oh yeah, you have to remind us how successful you are. And then it's a bunch of like, patronizing comments and instigating comments back and forth. And that's kind of how the episode goes off. But we see next week, on the next episode, now Karen is mad at Robin and she's, trying to call her out because Juan is apparently messing with somebody else. And Robin holds up pictures of Karen and Blue Eyes off in Vegas, I guess having an excursion, if you will, and Karen looks mad. Karen, you are not above you're not above people saying shit to you. And I think the fact that Karen thinks that she is going to be Karen's downfall because Karen lets her slip show too much. All right. So let me know what you guys thought about this episode, and I will catch you guys in the next one.